I'm going to show you in this video what one of the biggest problems that's holding you back and that's keeping you from becoming even more profitable as a crypto or stock trader. That once you're able to solve this or get over this issue, it's going to allow you to become that profitable trader that you've always wanted to be, instead of that losing trader or that one that reacts to the news events that's happening. This is an action-packed, value-packed video that you do not want to miss, as I'm going to be showing you amazing content that you've never seen before over the next few minutes. So let's get started right off the bat. Stop trading this way if you want to make money, because that's what we want to do. We want to make money in the markets, and we want to be able to be successful because you want to make money. You want to become a short-term trader. You want to be a more successful short-term trader. You want to be a successful long-term investor. You want to grow your wealth. You don't want to just be fake rich. You want to actually be wealthy and have that wealth allow you to do the things that you want to do in life. But you're always asking yourself, which way is the market going? I don't know. Is it going up, down? What's happening? You're always trying to figure out. And that's the one thing that's on your mind, is always, which way is the market going? Which way is the market going? You have all this stimulus coming from outside, but you're frustrated with all of this news that's all around you. And that frustration doesn't allow you to become a successful trader because no one knows where it's going to go. Let's look at this on the chart right now. The yellow circle, you buy at the yellow. You're seeing it go up, but what happens when you get to the red? You might still think, hey, it's going to keep going up forever, and then all of a sudden it turns around, and the market actually goes down to, say, where the blue circle is, and it's actually lower than where you bought it. You don't know what's going to happen, and constantly you're seeing this type of information in the news. Stocks could soar to new heights in the week ahead. And you're like, great, the economy is doing fantastic. Things are going to go up forever. And I'm going to start making so much money. But then all of a sudden, you start seeing headlines like this. Dow tumbles 680 points in worst decline since January's hot inflation reading spooks investors. You're like, oh my goodness, it's not worth investing in stocks anymore. It's not worth investing in crypto or being in the markets. I'm just going to pull out and wait. So all this is giving you an emotional roller coaster, a roller coaster of emotions that you don't know what's happening. So the thing that you have to realize, and the thing in this video that I'm going to be talking to you about, is that you need to stop trading with emotions. And when you start looking at the markets from a non-emotional point of view, as you can see in this article here where it says why you must control your emotions while trading in the stock market, which was shown on Forbes, you're going to see the markets in a different way. You're going to be a more successful trader. You're going to be a more consistent trader. And that's going to allow you to make consistent profits. Sure, you can make a trade and you can get lucky once and it can go up, 10, 20%, and you think that's amazing. And then you try it again and then you're down 20%. And you're like, what happened? So that's the thing about consistently changing your trading strategy or trading plan when things go awry. And here's what I want to show you in this video today. So when you're trading, you have to stop trading with emotions, because we as humans have all these emotions such as fear, being afraid. Oh my God, it's doom and gloom. FOMO. Oh my goodness, things are going to the moon. I don't want to miss out. I got to catch the trend. But hey, guess what happens? You might end up buying the top, right? We've seen that before with meme stocks and meme coins in crypto as well. You're feeling pain. Crypto's going down, stocks going down. You're holding on. And you're like, please go back up. Please go back up. And the pain is getting worse and worse until the pain gets too much and you're forced to sell when you don't want to. But then guess what happens when you sell? You're like, what? The market just went back up. Why does it happen like that all the time? You're asking yourself. Greed. You're holding. You see the price going up. You're like, it's going to the moon, baby. I'm just going to hold on to this and ride the wave. And then all of a sudden, like you saw in that graph before that I was showing you, that crypto chart, you bought at one point, it went up. You had that greed. You didn't sell. You didn't lock in profits. Boom. Price went down even lower than what you bought it. Now you're like, oh my gosh, what do I do? Your whole game plan just got thrown out the window. And then the YOLO. We all know about YOLO. You only live once. That's what's going to get you into trouble, because let me tell you something. If you want to be a successful trader and investor for the long term, and you want to actually make real money, YOLO don't help. YOLO is not going to help you because it's going to make you make trades at bad times, and we don't want to do that. So this game of trading and investing is about managing orders and managing the numbers. It's quite simple, actually. Because if you think about it, how do we take emotions out of this? We take emotions out of this by realizing that there's only 3 things the price can do at any one point. When you're in the market, for example, the price from where you bought it can do 3 things. It can go down, as you can see on the red line, red arrow pointing down. It can go consolidate and go sideways. Equilibrium, equal number of buyers and sellers. There's no imbalance between the trade orders. So the price is just kind of consolidating and waiting for that imbalance to happen, when then it's going to shoot one way, which then you can see here. It goes up. That's the only 3 things that can happen. So as a trader, stop focusing on the emotional aspect of it. Stop focusing on the news and the doom and gloom and the FOMO and the to the moon and all that stuff. Because in the short term, the markets can do what they want to do. Markets are random. Markets are unpredictable, especially in the short term. Over the long term, we've seen that the stock market, especially over 5, 10, 20 years, has a pretty nice upward and forward bias to it. You know, where I talk about that beautiful 45-degree angle, that's the kind of chart that you want to look at. So if we know this now, that we can only expect 3 things to happen when we buy or when we're in a price, well, we don't really need to know much else, because we now know the only possibilities that the stock and the price action can take. So doesn't matter what the news says. Doesn't matter what somebody on YouTube says. It's about what are you going to do to get yourself ready for this. Instead of reacting to the news and always being in that roller coaster phase, prepare. Prepare and be in front of the trades and not behind the trades. So let's take a look at this. Here we go. Markets are going up. You buy in the green. You lock your profits in the red. Because as you can see, it went up for a little bit more. But you don't know that. You don't know how far it's going to go. You work the numbers. Like I said, it's all about managing the numbers. You get in, you know at that price where you entered, I'm going to get out at a predetermined price. If the price rises to this certain amount, I'm out. I lock my profits and I rinse and repeat. Very simple. Because then look what happens. You're like, oh, it's kept going up. You know, if you played this based on emotions, your greed would have kicked in. You would have been like, I'm just going to keep holding on. I'm going to keep holding on. And then look what would have happened. You would have lost all those profits when the market turned. Because remember, folks, if you trade with the mindset or this logic of tricking yourself that I know what's going to happen next, you're going to lose. And there could be times you lose bad. And that's what's going to keep you from becoming a successful trader. Markets are random. They'll do what they want when they want. And you can't do anything about it. It's your job to just place the orders where they need to be. Okay, great. So this is an up situation. The market went up. I knew in advance to take profits at an exact price. Done deal. It's a winning trade. Next. Markets are going down. Okay, no problem. So as a trader in this scenario, you want to put a very tight stop, especially if you're doing day trading or you're holding on for a day or a couple days. The second that trade goes against you, close it, done. See you later. Do it again. It just didn't work. It's not, your fault or anything. The trade went against you. No big deal. We're not emotional traders. We're logical traders. We're in the preservation of capital. If you don't have capital and you let this stock, as you can see on the chart, go down, 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 you got no more money. You're wiped out. This is game over. This is like a video game, but there's no more lives after you run out of money. So your job, if you're trading in this situation, tight stop losses. That way you can preserve your capital so you can do it again. And in hopes of the next trade being a winning trade. Let's take a look here. Wow, look at this. The markets go down, but this time we're in an investor mentality. We're in an investor mentality. So it goes down and you're like, so you bought at the first green circle and it goes down. But you're a long-term investor. You're not thinking days and weeks. You're thinking 5, 10, 15 years because you're really wanting, to become wealthy. And, you're starting out maybe when you're 20, 25, and that's wonderful to start investing at that young age and hold on for the long term. You see the dip as an actual buying opportunity because this one is more of a long-term investor mentality. You're buying on the way down. You're picking it up. It's like you go to the mall and you find a sale. You're like, wow, I'm going to pick up another pair of shoes off 50%. Boom. That's what you do. You pick up more. Your dollar costing average and your price per share is lowering. So then when it goes back up again, you're going to be making even more profits. And by longer term, 5, 10 years, hopefully you'll be so far ahead of where you initially purchased. That initial drop to some short-term traders would have looked freaky. But to you as a long-term trader, you were smart. You got in and you knew that this was an on-sale opportunity. So this one is a situation where if the price goes down, you know what to do. You already know what to do. As an investor, you at the first green circle, you said, if the price drops 25%, I'm in again for this many shares. And that's it. It's a done deal. Limit order is in. Like that's it. You're set. It's set it and forget it. You're not sitting and watching the screen 24/7. But here, when I'm the previous slide, markets are going down in a trader mentality. You're cutting that right off the bat. There's no, I hope, I pray it's going to go back up. You're not doing a rain dance. No. You're in, out, trade goes against you. That's it. Cut it. Cut it. Preservation of capital. Next, don't let the news divert you from your trading plan. The news is going to drive you crazy. One day, the Dow is down 600, and the next day the Dow is up 800, and you don't know if it's heads or tails because the Fed's going to be raising rates, but the market's still looking like, it's 0%, and it looks like, there's no pandemic or anything, and it's great. But then, the next day, all of a sudden, this bad news comes out that quote unquote spooks the market, and you don't know what to believe, and you're going crazy because you're like, do I invest? Do I not invest? Do I get in now? Do I wait? Do I put in 100%? Do I put in, what amount do I put in? Have that plan. There's only 3 things that are going to happen. If you get in, what are you going to do with every price move? Up, down, or sideways. That's it. Markets are crashing. Markets are going to the moon, as I just mentioned. It's amazing because in the short term, you'll even hear Warren Buffett talk about this. Nobody knows what's going to happen. But as a long-term investor, you know that it is a potential buying opportunity. Markets never go in a straight line. Even during market crashes, you're not going to see a straight line. There's going to be periods of buyers stepping in to try to catch the price. It could continue to go down. It could be enough of a support level to keep the price from falling further. Look what just happened to Bitcoin. Bitcoin was dropping and dropping and dropping. We hit a $30,000 support level, and it held fairly well. And now we're up to 43,000. But at the time, for the last month, it's been like crypto's crashing. Everything is going to the garbage. And then look what happened. Crypto's just been pumping up. Everything that was down is going back up again. So things never go in a straight line. And that's what you need to focus on, is price action. Where is it now? And what am I going to do next? That's it. Trading is simple. Your job, okay, and I have to highlight this. Your job as a trader or an investor is to manage and place the trades in advance, okay? Because can you make money in the markets? No, you physically can't do anything to manipulate the markets. You cannot do that. All you can do, and your power ends at placing buy and sell orders. That's it. The market's job is to make money. The market can make money. It can go up, it can go down, but the market cannot place your orders for you. So this is a relationship that you need to know what your role is, and you need to know what the market's role is. The market is going to make you money. From the second you press buy, you can't do anything to have the price go up or prevent the price from going down. But you can place orders in strategic and proper locations to protect yourself from a drop or lock in profits in a rise. Very simple. It's not complicated, but this is the problem. Folks try to complicate this issue with putting so many indicators on their charts to try to like magically look at previous price chart trends. Charts can't really predict the future because at any point something can happen or something in the news can come out that can sway a price dramatically. Just look at what happened recently with Facebook. Just tanked off very poor forward guidance, spooked the market, major, and hasn't recovered. Did people the previous day that bought Facebook know that was going to happen after earnings were announced? No. But your job, just remember, keep it simple. Place the orders where they need to be. And just to finalize, always ask yourself, what are you going to do next? What am I going to do next? If X happens, goes up, what am I going to do? If it goes down, what am I going to do? Are my orders in place? And that's my Success Nation. How you become a successful, consistent, profitable trader. You eliminate the emotions and you trade logically, without FOMO, without greed, without pain, and without a need to always be at your screen and worried about the markets or worried about what's on the news. Because like I said, one day could be doom and gloom, and the next day, magically, the world just got better again and we're pumping higher, 2% on the NASDAQ. Who saw that coming? Again, three things are going to happen: up, down, sideways. If you trade that way, you will start becoming a better trader. If you want more smarter personal finance videos just like this, you gotta subscribe to the channel. Bam! Where's the pillow? You can't even see it right now. It's hiding back there. Where is it? Right here. Let's show. Subscribe to the channel right now. I've got a ton of daily content for you on investing, money, debt repayment, and how you can let your money work for you so you can live the life that you want to be spending it with your friends and loved ones. Smash that like button, and I will catch you in the next video. Thank you so much for tuning in.